Will there be anything else, Mr. Barkley?
No, thanks, Charles.
Jared, look.
What? Well, it would appear we're alone.
It's past 10 o'clock, Mr. Barkley.
Well, it can't be.
Don't worry about it, Miss Randall. You two just take your time.
Thank you, Charles.
Do you know what this train is?
No, tell me.
Something out of time and place. It's like traveling in another dimension. These last 4 days didn't happen. None of this is real.
You're wrong, Beth. It's real. Very real. You know, it kind of frightens me when I think that I plan to stay in Washington for another day. Miss this train.
What made you change your mind?
I don't know. All I know is that you're here and so am I. I think my whole life has been changed around. I think I knew this was going to happen the first moment I laid eyes on you.
You sure that's not the champagne?
No, it's not the champagne.
I would like to make a toast. To the Coastal and Western Railroad.
Here's to that.
Denver coming up, Miss Randall.
Beth, I'm going to see you again.
Oh, I hope so. Will you write to me?
Every day.
Jared, you stay here, please.
Bye, Miss Randall.
Oh. Here you are, Charles.
I'll get your change.
That's all right, keep it.
Well, thank you, sir.
Charles,
Yes, sir?
I want you to take my baggage out of the next car and put it off the train.
But I thought you were going on to Stockton, Mr. Barkley.
I've changed my mind.
When do you expect him?
Now, that is a very interesting question. We got a letter from him just the other day from Denver. It seems that... Cass Hyatt.
That's right. The governor gave him a pardon, didn't you know?
No, I didn't.
Jared knew. I thought he told you.
Probably didn't want to worry us. What's he doing back in Stockton?
This was his home before I went to prison.
Well, I hope his home is the only reason for being here.
Yeah.
So I told Kimball that we'd hold off making any decision till Jared got back. That all right with you?
Well, I guess it's gonna have to be. I just don't get it. What Jared's doing in Denver all this time.
Oh, I'm sure he'll tell us all about it when he comes back.
Well, now, I wouldn't be too sure. He may keep that a secret, too.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, he never did tell us that Cass Hyatt had been pardoned.
Cass Hyatt?
Saw him in town just this morning. He's out of Quentin.
Well, you don't think he still holds a grudge against Jared, do you?
I don't know. Hyatt said that Jared framed him just to make a name for himself and swore to get even with him. It was the last thing he ever did.
7 years is a long time. A man changes.
I hope so. It's Jared. Jared!
Hello, Nick.
Why, Why didn't you let us know you were coming home tonight?
Well, I was going to, but...
Got lost.
How are you?
Well, what in Denver took you so long?
Well, I guess the best explanation is for you to meet her yourself.
Her?
Mother, this is Beth.
How do you do?
Hello, Mrs. Barkley.
It's my brother Nick,
Howdy.
brother Heath.
How'd he do?
Well, I guess there's no other way to say it. Beth and I are married.
Married?
You don't mean it.
Well, where? When?
3 days ago in Denver.
Well, welcome to the Barkley branch.
Thank you, Mrs. Barkley. Forgive us for not sending you a telegram, but Jared wanted to surprise you.
He sure did.
Well, to tell, we met on the train from Washington. Beth was on her way to Denver to teach school.
I got off the train and there was Jared.
Now, Mother, Beth wanted to wait and be married here, but I didn't want to give her a chance to change her mind.
Well, now, you should have let us know why. We'd have thrown you a party that all of California had never forgotten.
But don't think you did us out of a celebration. Nick, let's get that champagne.
You bet.
You see, I warned you about those two.
Come in. I have so many questions to ask, I don't know where to begin. Oh, my goodness. I just thought of something.
What's that?
I'm a mother-in-law. Now, how do you think that looks, Cyrus?
Oh, it looks fine, Mrs. Barkley.
Well, what about the flowers? Do you think they're all right?
Lovely.
Well, I don't know. I just...
Mother?
No. Nick, don't shout like
Well,
that.
why?
Beth and Jared are still asleep.
Asleep at 10 o'clock in the morning?
I'll get... No, you get it.
Oh, yeah.
No, Silas, you get it. You hold these. I'll get the...
Well, I've never seen you like this before. You're as jumpy as a frog with a hiccup.
I've never had a daughter-in-law in the house before.
Well, now, what is so special about that?
If you don't know, there's no use in my explaining it. Besides, wait until you're a mother and... For heaven's sake.
It's Miss Brady, ma'am.
Tell her I'll be with her in a few minutes.
What?
Well, she's going to help us with the reception.
A reception when?
For Beth and Jared, Friday evening. Or did I decide on Saturday? Oh, well, it doesn't make any difference. There's so much to do. Invitations to get out, and the house has to be quick. I do wish Audra were here.
Well, now, Philadelphia's not that far. I'm sure she'll make it. Mother! Quiet!
Nick!
What?
Oh.
Who was at the door?
Keep it down. What?
Well, with all this noise, it doesn't matter.
Where you going with that?
I'm taking it up to Beth and Jared.
Well, they're not there.
What?
Well, they sneaked out about an hour ago and said they were going into town. They told me to tell you. But I guess I forgot.
Well, madam, this is where I slave.
Jared Barkley, attorney at law.
Better be careful. Stockton is a conservative town. People will talk. Shall we go in?
Oh, Barkley.
Hello, Hyde.
You don't seem very surprised to see me.
I'm not. I heard over a month ago the governor was going to give you a pardon.
Oh? I'm surprised you didn't tell him he was making a mistake.
I'm an attorney, not a judge.
No hard feelings then?
Suppose you tell me.
None here?
Jared, who's that man?
Nobody important. The important thing is how you're going to change my office all around once you've seen it.
And then tomorrow we'll go into town and buy you a new dress for the reception. Would you like that?
Yes, thank you, I would. Here, is this enough?
Oh, fine, thank you. Now, would you like a taste?
Yes.
That's one of Jared's favorite dishes.
That's good.
Mm.
You know, when I think of all the things I have to learn about Jared, they're the little things as well as the important ones. I wonder if we shouldn't have waited.
Oh, no, Beth, no. You did what was right for both of you. You loved each other and trusted each other. However, if there's anything that husband of yours won't tell you about himself, you let me know.
Do you mean that?
Yes.
Who is Cass Hyatt? Jared and I met him when we were in town yesterday. There was something about the way he looked at Jared that frightened me. I asked about him, and Jared wouldn't tell me anything.
Well, there's nothing to tell, really. It happened a long time ago, and...
Beth?
Where is everybody? Beth!
Mr. Barkley.
Ah, there you are, young lady.
Well, now, what are you doing home at this hour? Have you forgotten you have a wife to support?
And have you forgotten that we have a date?
We do?
Didn't I tell you?
No.
Oh, well, I just have.
Well, where are we going?
That, my darling, is a secret.
Well, give me 5 minutes to change.
I'll give you 5, you'll take 15, and be ready in 30.
Somehow I get the feeling that you're very much in love with that girl.
Now, whatever gave you that idea? Here we are.
Oh, Jared, it's a beautiful spot.
Do you really think so?
Yes.
Come on. You know, ever since I was old enough to scramble up into a saddle, I've been coming up here. When I was about 10, I used to come up here and cry whenever I thought the world was being mean to me. And when I was about 20, I used to come up here and write poetry. Some of the worst poetry you've ever read in your life. I think that's when I must have named it Isla del Cielo.
Island of the skies. Jared, that's beautiful.
Our island, Beth, if you want it.
Ours?
To build our home here. Watch our children struggle and grow. Probably cry a lot. Maybe someday read some of their bad poetry. Yeah, what's this? I hope those are tears of happiness.
Jared? Please, let's not have a big house.
All right.
And promise me one thing.
What?
Let's build a house without a roof, so we don't have to shut out all of this lovely sky.
A house with no roof. I'll remember that.
Jared, look at all of these lovely flowers.
Beth! Oh, my God, Beth!
You've been after me for 2 days now. Asking me the same questions and getting the same answers.
Sit down.
I won't sit down. You got no right to hold me like this.
You threatened Jared Barkley.
It was 7 years ago. I've forgotten all about it. Besides, it's got nothing to do with Barkley's wife.
You could have killed her by mistake.
Sure, I could have killed her. Been anywhere near where she was killed, but I wasn't. I told you where I was. Now, you check it out.
I checked it.
Either you charge me with killing that woman, and do it right now, or I'm gonna walk out of here.
Fred?
Sorry.
Come in.
Sorry I didn't get to the funeral this morning. I was busy with Cass Hyatt.
It's all right. We understand.
Is Jared here?
What?
I'm here, Fred.
Jared, I'm glad. I wanted to explain to you about Hyatt.
Has he talked yet?
Well, he didn't confess, if that's what you mean.
That's exactly what I mean.
Jared, I had to let him go. I had no other choice.
What do you mean you had no choice?
Hyatt says he was in French camp. He went up on the morning boat.
He's a liar.
I checked out his story. There are people up there who saw him there.
He could have gotten a horse at the livery stable and ridden back here in an hour.
He didn't get a horse at the livery stable.
Well, then he
I
took one
checked
up
that
there
too.
earlier and had it waiting for
There's
him.
no proof of that, Jared. Now, Hyatt is right. If he hadn't made that threat against you years ago, I wouldn't have had any reason to bring him in the first place. I had to let him go. You're a lawyer. You should understand this.
All I understand is that my wife is dead and that Cass Hyatt murdered her.
Could have been an accident. Somebody out potting rabbits got scared after
You
they'd seen
really
what...
believe that?
I'm trying to tell you it's possible.
All you're trying to do is excuse yourself for letting a cold-blooded killer free.
Jared.
It's all right, Victoria. Jared, I'm sorry.
And that's the end of it.
There's nothing more I can do.
Well, there's something more I can do.
No, Jared.
Where did he go?
He's gone. He left town right after I released him.
Are you going to tell me where he went?
I don't know, and I wouldn't tell you if I did.
I'll find him.
Now, Jared, you listen to me. I didn't know Beth very well, but I do know revenge is not what she would have wanted. Beth loved you very much. Don't destroy the memory of her love by destroying yourself.
It's a beautiful spot. Jared, please let's not have a big house. And promise me one thing. Let's build a house without a roof. Oh, Jared, look at all of these beautiful flowers.
Where are you going, Jared?
Have to hide.
You don't know where he is.
I'll find him.
Jared, if Cass Hyatt did kill Beth...
He killed her.
All right, say he did and you kill him, then what?
I'll turn myself into the nearest lawman.
And ruin your life.
All the life I had went into that grave this morning.
That's not true. You think it is, you believe it, but it is not true. Oh, Jared, I know the emptiness you must be feeling, but killing Cass Hyatt is not going to fill that emptiness. It will still be there.
There's no use talking about
There
it.
has to be. Somehow I have to make you understand that you're turning your back on everything you ever stood for as a man and as a lawyer. The things Beth loved you for and married you for.
Let me handle this. You go on upstairs, Mother. Please. Now, you hear me. I'm not here to argue with you or plead with you. I'm here to say one thing. You want to get out of this room, you're going to have to go through me. Oh, Jared.
Mr. Barkley, I'm closing up now.
Not just yet, Shad.
What can I do for you?
Do you know a man named Cass Hyatt?
Well, yeah.
Where'd he go?
Why,
Now, don't lie to me, Shad. I know he left town today, and I know he didn't ride out. He didn't go by stage or boat. Now, that leaves your train. Where'd he go?
Mr. Barkley, the sheriff told me not to say anything.
All right. Here we are. Now, let's see. You had one train out of here this afternoon, the 315 South. That goes through Lathrop, Salida, Modesto.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Lathrop, Salida, Modesto, Winton, Grass Falls, Fry's Junction, Fry's Junction. Hyatt had a brother who lived there. That's where he went, isn't it? Fry's Junction.
No.
That's what I thought.
Somebody chasing you, boy?
I just saw Jared Barkley.
Barkley?
He rode into Rock Point while I was loading supplies.
You sure it was Barkley?
I recognized him from seeing him at your trial in Stockton. You lied to me, didn't you?
No,
You killed Barkley's wife.
I didn't.
That's why he's after you.
Cliff, you gotta believe me. I didn't kill that woman. Barkley thinks I did, but I didn't.
Get out, Cass.
Huh?
The only time you ever come here is when you're in trouble. I'm fed up with you and your lies. You saddle up and get out of here whilst you got the chance.
Now, Cliff, you gotta help me. The two of us could take Barkley. We'd be within our rights if we did.
Did you hear what I said?
I'm innocent, I tell you.
Get out! Cass ain't here, Mr. Barkley. I saw you ride into town. I warned Cass. He rode out of here about an hour ago. You can see for yourself. You mean to kill him, don't you? Cass is my brother. I don't care what he's done. You got no right to come in here taking the law into your own hands. You can't teach. Oh.
I'm going to ask you just once. Where did he go?
I won't tell you.
Where?
I won't tell you. Please. Please don't.
Where did he go?
South. South. He went south.
South where?
I don't know. I just told him to saddle up and get out. He went south. That's the truth. I swear it. Cass said he didn't kill your wife.
He's a liar.
Doesn't it worry you that you might be wrong?
Not a bit.
Then what makes you any better than him?
Get me a bottle, honey. Dry as a prairie wolf, and I'm beginning to howl.
Morning, Mr. Barkley. Dr. Saxton. This is Zach Fain, the sheriff. We found your name in your wallet.
Where am I?
Rimfire. You rode in yesterday, Mr. Barkley. If what you were doing could be called riding. Doc says somebody tried to part your hair with a 30-30. What happened?
That doesn't concern you, Sheriff.
Now. You should stay put, Mr. Barkley. You should rest for a couple of days at least.
I haven't got a couple of days.
Well, now, what's your hurry, Mr. Barkley? And if you're going to try to tell me it don't concern me, don't bother. You're in Rimfire. In Rimfire, everything concerns me.
Is that right?
You see, I'm just a natural-born snoop. And a worrier. I worry a lot. Especially about hombres who almost get their heads blown off. Now, you tell me what happened.
All right, Sheriff. I'm after the man who murdered my wife. When I find him, I'm gonna kill him.
If he did what you say he did, how come the law ain't after him?
The law can't do anything about him.
So what you've done is sort of appointed yourself to take the law's place.
That's right.
Who is the man, Mr. Barkley?
His name is Hyatt. Cass Hyatt. You know him?
He rode in yesterday, too. He got himself liquored up. Started an argument in a poker game, went for his gun.
What happened?
Nobody got hurt. But I arrested him anyway for disturbing the peace.
He's in jail.
So you see, you ain't gonna get a chance to kill him for at least 30 days.
What's the matter? Like to rest a while?
Do you?
No.
How do you feel?
Something with 4 legs and horns. When are you gonna let me out of here?
I told you last night. You're in here for 30 days.
You can't keep me in here without a trial.
You want a trial, you'll have one. As soon as the circuit judge comes around again.
When'll that be?
A couple of months. I got some news for you, Hyde.
For me?
Something that might take the itch out of wanting to get out of here so fast.
What is it?
A man named Barkley's in town. I'll bet you thought you got rid of him, didn't you?
Did he, tell you why he was after me?
Says he wants to kill you.
Well, what are you gonna do about it?
Me?
You're the law.
Well, now, that's true. But on the other hand, Barkley's just saying he's going to kill you isn't a crime.
He means it.
I think he does. When I told him he couldn't get at you for 30 days, I thought that might take some of the steam out of him. But it didn't. Not a bit. The man's cool as ice all the way through. 30 days, 30 years. He'll be out there waiting for you.
I didn't kill his wife. I didn't kill his wife.
I sort of figure you for a liar, Hyatt. But it don't make any difference. You're talking to the wrong man. Well, the doc couldn't keep you corralled, huh, Mr. Barkley?
I want to talk to you, Sheriff.
Sure. Sure, Mr. Barkley. Sit down. You know, I used to do some marshaling up your way once. Little mining camp called Hironsburg, upriver from Stockton. You know it? We used to get a lot of riffraff there, just like here. Only that don't trouble me much. I ride at town with a light rein. I don't much care who a man is, where he comes from, what he's done somewhere else. Just so long as he behaves himself in rimfire. Saddle up and ride, Mr. Barkley. I don't want you to misunderstand me. I know how you feel.
Do you?
That's right. I lost a woman once. The first Mrs. Fane. She was shot and killed by a drunken cowhand hoorah in the town. I was in Fort Bannister. I was a young kid deputy. It was a long time ago. God knows I wanted to kill him. And I couldn't tell you to this day why I didn't. But I didn't. Instead, I arrested him. I guarded him, I fed him, I sat with him through his trial. And the hardest thing I ever did in my life was to unlock that cell door and set him free. The judge dismissed the charge against him.
Where's the moral to your story, Sheriff?
No moral, Mr. Barkley. No moral. No point. Not even an ending. Just sort of faded away. Maybe you loved your woman more than I did. Go home, Mr. Barkley.
No.
All right. What do you want to talk to me about?
How much money do you make?
Not much.
How much?
50 a month and all I can steal.
That's $600 a year. How would you like to make 2 years' salary in just 5 minutes?
You didn't have that when the doc and I went through your wallet.
There's a bank in this town.
What do I have to do for that, Mr. Barkley? Turn Hyatt loose?
That's right.
I already told you. He's in here for 30 days.
He hasn't been convicted of anything.
Well, now that's true. But we do things a little different here in Rimfire, Mr. Barkley. Seeing as how we're off the beaten path, we don't see the circuit judge too often. So a man usually serves his sentence before he has a trial.
Turn him loose.
I'll say one thing for you, Barkley. You sure know how to tempt a man. No. I don't want any trouble in my town.
You've already got trouble. It doesn't matter whether it happens now or 30 days from now, it's gonna happen. I'll be waiting outside.
Barkley! If you kill Hyatt, I'm going to have to arrest you for murder. And if you try to resist, I'm going to have to kill you. Either way, you're going to be a dead man.
Turn him loose.
What are you doing?
Letting you go. You're free.
No.
Get out.
Now, look, you can't do this.
Get out!
You can't do this.
Get in!
Just a minute. Wait a minute.
Put it on.
No. No. He'll kill me.
Put it on! Or I'll throw you out in the street without it.
Why are you doing this?
Maybe because you remind me just a little bit of a drunken cowhand I used to know. Now you put that on and get out of here.
Hyatt!
Barkley. Barkley, listen to me. You got the wrong man.
Draw your gun.
That's the truth.
It doesn't matter to me whether you draw or not. I'll kill you where you stand.
Sheriff! Sheriff, stop him! I'm unarmed. I killed her. Now you arrest me. You arrest me here. I killed her, I admit it. I was trying to get him for what he did to me. I hit her instead. Now you gotta protect me.
I'll kill you with my bare hands. Get away from him! Get away from him!
You're gonna have to shoot through me to get to him, Jared.
Sheriff. Charges against my brother? None that I can think of. Here. This belongs to him.
I saw the sheriff when I was in town this afternoon. They sentenced Cass Hyatt. They gave him life. Don't feel cheated, Jared.
I don't. All I feel is shame. I discovered something inside myself that I never knew existed. I pray to God I never find it again.
Well, just forget about it. All of it.
All of it.
No, not Beth.
She was part of it.
No, Jared, no. Not that part. Not the ugliness.
Are you sure the necklace is in the Monteja house?
See,
How many men will be needed?
6, 7.
Now, who will lead the raid?
I will.
No. I will.
You?
Why do you smile, Diego?
Because you are a girl.
And this amuses you?
It does when you talk of leading a raid as important as this. It is a job for a man.
Are you forgetting Santa Lucia?
No.
Or Carboca? Or the ambush of the Federalists at Rio Blanco? Did I not ride as hard and fight as well as any man who was there?
But you did not lead. If you came face to face with Montejo, what would you do?
What would I do? What would you do, Diego? Suppose I am Monteja, and I am prepared to guard the Carlotta necklace with my life. What would you do?
What could I do with a gun pointed at me?
Drop the gun. Drop it. You. Who will lead the raid?
You will lead the raid. You will lead.
You have a walking arsenal for a sister. That is true.
And don't you ever forget it, Mateo mío. A toast to the revolution.
A la revolución.
I propose a toast to Miranda.
Diego, wait. Julio brings news from the Rancho Monteja. Don Ramon has gone to California and he has taken the Carlota necklace with him.
Where in California?
To the Rancho Gringo friends, the hacendados named Barkley.
We will go after him.
Yes, she's right. We can buy guns with that necklace, and more important, food for the people in the areas we control. If we don't feed them, we'll lose their support. I'll go with you.
Thank you, Mateo. Hermano mío,
I will go. We should have 3 more men.
you pick them, Mateo. We'll ride tonight.
Compliments like that, Don Ramon, will only get you an invitation to stay longer.
Ah, how I wish I could. It has been a long time since I spent a more enjoyable 4 days. But I must travel on to San Francisco.
Well, you could spend some time with us on your way back from San Francisco.
Gracias. Unfortunately, I must return without unnecessary delay. The situation in Sonora being what it is.
Just what is that situation?
Chaotic. Revolution is rampant. The Posadas rebels gain control of more villages every day. The government seems powerless to stop them.
What about the report that Emilio Posadas was killed?
It is true. He was killed at Cerro Cibute a year ago. But his followers carry on.
Yes, Silas.
Is this what you wanted, sir?
Ah, yes. Gracias. And now I have a favor to ask of you, my friends.
Oh, what a lovely box.
Ah, but wait, senor.
Oh, that's beautiful. Heath, come here.
Good evening, Don Ramon.
Good evening, Heath.
Boy, howdy, that must be worth a fortune.
$250,000. It has been in the Monteja family for 3 generations. I had to bring it with me because I heard rumors that the rebels were planning to attack my hacienda and steal it. But I am reluctant to carry such a fortune with me any farther than I have. Which brings me to the favor I would ask. I wish to leave the necklace here with you for safekeeping while I'm in San Francisco. But you have a safe?
Yes, we do.
Then I'm sure it will be perfectly secure.
All right, Don Ramon, we'll keep it for you.
Gracias, senora. Muchas gracias. And now, if you will excuse me, I shall retire. I must be on my way very early in the morning. Buenas noches, amigos. Senora. What do you want?
I am Miranda Posadas.
Posadas?
And this is my brother.
And you know what we want.
Where's the necklace?
He doesn't have it.
Bring him inside.
Mateo, don't waste your time on that imperialist pig. He left the necklace with his gringo friends. Let's raid the rancho and get it.
No.
Yes.
Oh, Miranda, don't be so foolish. Raiding the Barkley ranch and getting the necklace is one thing.
Getting back to the border with it is another. Now, our only chance of making it is to get the necklace without a fight.
And how do we do that?
Our friend is going to help us.
I will not do anything to help you.
I think you will.
Buenos dias, senor.
Hello.
I am looking for the Rancho Barkley.
Well, now, that is the best news I've heard in a long time. This is it. I'm Nick Barkley.
Oh, of course. I recognize you now by my uncle's description.
Your uncle?
Oh, forgive me. I am Miranda Monteja, Ramon Monteja's niece.
Well, now, what do you know about that? Your uncle was here just a couple of days ago.
Yes, I know. I just saw him in San Francisco.
Oh.
I have been there for several weeks visiting friends.
Well, what are you doing in Stockton?
He sent me. He's not feeling well.
Oh,
Oh, nothing serious. He just did not feel up to traveling.
Uh-huh.
He sent me to get the briefcase he left with you.
Oh, well,
He gave me this note authorizing you to give it to me.
All right. Let's go on inside and meet the rest of the family, huh?
Thank you. I cannot stay too long. I have to catch the evening train back to San Francisco.
Oh, well, that's the worst news I've heard in a long time. Well. Oh, right. Watch yourself now. There you are. Huh. Right this way.
Somewhere here, there's a letter we got from Monteja last... Here it is. What do you think?
That's Monteja's handwriting all the way around.
I knew that girl was too beautiful to be a thief.
I'm sorry you won't be meeting my daughter, Audra. She's visiting friends out of town.
Oh.
Well, here we are.
Where is the necklace?
Get it for you first thing Monday morning.
I don't understand.
Well, we thought a necklace worth $250,000 deserved better than a wall safe, so we put it in the vault in the Stockton bank.
And this being Saturday afternoon,
What does that have to do with it?
locked up tight until Monday morning.
Well, there must be something you can do.
Oh, I'm afraid not.
Looks like you're gonna have to stay here.
Oh, I cannot do that. You see, I'm supposed to be on the evening train for San Francisco. Uncle Ramon is waiting for me.
Well, we'll send him a telegram explaining the situation.
No, I cannot do that. You see, I came only with the clothes I am wearing.
Oh, Audra's got lots of dresses you can wear.
No, I cannot impose. I will go to the hotel.
Hotel? That's ridiculous. You can stay up in Audra's room.
Well, Nick is right. We wouldn't think of letting you go to a hotel. We'll, yes, I'll show you to your room.
No, don't you bother. I know how much you enjoy having your tea. I'll take Miss Monteja upstairs. I'll have Silas fix you a nice hot bath, and you can rest a little bit before dinner. The other way. There. Hold it. Let's take a look at that. Ah, think that's good enough? Huh? After all, she is the niece of Don Roman, you know.
Mm-hmm. A very beautiful niece.
Yeah.
What is that I smell?
What? Oh, that. You think it's too much?
No, not if you stay upwind.
Well, I think I better go up and see if she's ready. Right. Oh, buenos noches.
Buenas tardes.
Oh, here.
Buenas tardes.
Oh, won't you sit down?
Senorita, would you do us the honor of saying grace? Bendecir la mesa, dar gracias. Nick?
Thank you, O Lord, for the bounty you place before us. Amen.
Senorita. Good morning. Nick and I thought you might like us to take you to church.
Church? No.
Very well.
Senora, I would like to go for a ride this morning.
Of course. You'll find some of Order's riding things in that closet. I'll have a horse saddled for you.
Gracias.
Come with us? Oh?
I feel as though I almost insulted her by asking. Do you know where she slept last night? On the floor.
Oh, Mother, you must be wrong. Well, maybe she hurt her back or something. You know, it's more comfortable to sleep on the floor when you hurt you.
Nick, she doesn't behave like the niece of an aristocrat. You saw her at the dinner table.
She, may be a little more different than we expected, but well, I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. Come on, let's go. We're gonna be late.
Did you get the necklace?
No.
What happened?
The Barkleys put it in a vault in a bank in Stockton. They cannot get it for me until tomorrow morning.
But they believe you're Montea's niece. Good.
Good? What is good about it? I've got to go back and be polite to those wealthy gringo swine. Ugh, it turned my stomach.
It'll never.
Silas, would you put the buggy away, please?
Yes, Mrs. Barkley.
Silas, has Miss Montea returned from her ride yet?
Not yet, Mr. Nick.
Ah, she's been gone almost 3 hours.
Well, she'll be all right.
Well, I better change and have a look myself.
Do you know where she went?
She was heading east. I watched.
I might have known.
I better not go any farther.
A beautiful country you are.
It's not my country anymore.
What a true friend to humanity you are. To give up your own land to fight for people who are not your own. That makes you very special.
This is a pleasant surprise.
I thought you went to church.
No, I got home about an hour ago.
Oh.
Good thing we met up, though. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Oh, is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing wrong. Just that, well, I got to thinking about you going to San Francisco all by yourself with that necklace. Well, if something should go wrong.
Oh, but nothing will go wrong.
No, you can't tell. We've had a lot of train robberies lately, and, well, I think it's best that I go with you.
Go with me?
Yeah, we can stop at the bank, pick up the necklace, and still have time to catch the 9:10.
No.
Why?
Well, I do appreciate the offer, Senor, but, well, I don't want to inconvenience you.
No, there's no inconvenience at all. It's, well, I'm due for a vacation. I'll tell you what. We can have dinner together in San Francisco. I know a little place up on Russian Hill.
Well, I cannot do that.
Why?
Well, I just can't.
Are you spoken for?
Spoken for?
Yeah, engaged.
You mean betrothed?
Yeah.
Yes, I am betrothed.
Oh, well, that's too bad. Who's the lucky fella?
Oh, he's, just a young man in Mexico City.
Mexico City, huh? Well, now that is strange. For a minute, I thought it was that gringo I saw you kissing a few minutes ago. Now, why don't we stop play acting, huh? You're no more Montea's niece than I am. Who are you? Miranda.
I don't believe it's anything more serious than that. I'll look in on her again in the morning.
Thank you, Doctor.
Night, Doc.
Would you lock up, please, Nick?
Yeah, right. think you're going? Uh-oh.
Stay away from me.
Well, now, that was real cute.
Get over there.
Do you have any more? Hold it. Let's pick up where we left off this afternoon. Who are you?
I don't have to answer any questions. I have done nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong. You just tried to shoot me, stab me, and strangle me. If you don't think that's something wrong, perhaps I should bring up the fact that you're a thief.
I am not a thief.
No? What would you call a person that tries to steal a necklace worth $250,000?
A revolucionario.
A what?
I am an anarchista.
An anarchist.
See, I am Miranda Basadas, and my father was Emilio Basadas. Perhaps you have heard of him.
Yes, I have heard of him.
And let me tell you this, gringo. The thief in your house was not I, it was Ramon Monteja.
Is that a fact?
Yes. And the necklace he gave you to keep for him was not his. It belongs to the people.
What people?
The peons of Sonora. It was bought and paid for by the poor. And they were forced to contribute to show their love for the wife of Maximilian when he ruled Mexico. Here. It is called Carlotta necklace.
Well, now, if that's true, what's Monteja doing with it?
He was an agent for Maximilian and Carlotta. That was his reward for betraying his country. Senora, on behalf of the people of Sonora, I demand that you surrender the Carlotta necklace to me.
Your breakfast, miss.
It's your breakfast, miss. What is the matter with you?
Beg pardon?
I thought there was no more slavery in this country.
There isn't, miss.
If you are a free man, why do you work as a servant for these gringos hacendados?
It's my job.
Oh, no, my friend, no. I will tell you why. It is because you are still a slave, just as the poor everywhere in the world are slaves of the rich. Animals to be starved and worked and beaten.
I guess I just hadn't thought of it that way.
But this time you did. If you want to be ready for the day when the poor rise up and throw up their shackles.
Viva Miranda!
You gringo, go ahead and scoff. But your day of reckoning will come.
Excuse me, miss.
All right.
And now, senor.
Yes?
I demand to be allowed to leave this house today.
Dr. Morales said you'll stay, and when Dr. Morales says you may leave, you may go.
I do not understand you.
No.
You will not have me arrested, and you will not let me leave.
That's right.
In Mexico, I would have been put in front of a wall and executed.
Oh.
What kind of hacendado are you?
Is that what you want, to be executed?
I want to leave.
Down. Be quiet.
I want to leave.
No!
could not have kissed me if I had not let you.
Why did you? I'll, tell Mother you're leaving.
There was a feeling of autumn in the air today, didn't you think so?
Oh, mm-hmm. Won't Senor Nick be here for dinner?
Oh, no, he had to go to Stockton. He won't be home till late, I'm afraid.
Oh. Senora.
Hmm?
You have not asked me why I did not leave today, as Senor Nick told you I would.
No.
Why not? I come into your house as an imposter and to steal, and yet you treat me as though I have done nothing wrong.
Well, I don't think you have. Not yet.
I have never known haciendados like you.
Well, maybe that's because you never really looked for them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't expect you to still be here.
I wanted to talk to you before I left.
What about?
The Carlotta necklace.
All right. Well?
Senor, you have never been poor, and you have never been hungry. I don't mean for an hour or a day. I mean for weeks and months.
No, I haven't.
I have been. What do you think made my father a revolutionary? And why do you think I rode with him?
I don't know.
For years, he worked without reward, and he lived without hope. He watched my mother slowly die because she gave what little food they had left to their children. To me and to my sisters and brothers. And still we were hungry.
Pardon me, but what has this got to do with the necklace?
There is starvation in the areas the revolutionaries control in Sonora. We need money to buy grain and cattle. Food to stop children from crying and to prevent the death of many people. The Carlotta necklace is our only hope of getting the money. Oh, Senor, I have never begged for anything in my life. But I do now. I beg you to give me the Carlotta necklace, please.
Oh, Miranda, it doesn't belong to me.
But it does not belong to Ramon Monteja either.
That's not for me to decide.
Senor, please.
Miranda. Miranda, if it were mine to give, you would have it.
I believe you.
Where are you going?
Home to Sonora?
Do you want to go?
I have no choice.
Yes, you do.
No.
I've been worried about you. What's wrong?
I could not get the necklace. The Barkleys found out who I am.
How did you get away?
I did not have to get away.
You mean they just let you go?
Yes. Mateo, we have to forget about the necklace.
Forget it.
We have no choice.
Oh, we still have Montea.
No. We're going to let him go.
What's happened to you, Miranda?
Nothing has happened to me.
Well, I've never seen you give up so easily before.
Well, I know when we are beaten.
Well, then it is the first time.
All right, then it is the first time. Get Don Montea.
No. Stay where you are. I don't understand you. Are you forgetting all the hungry people we have in our hands back in Sonora? Are you forgetting that if we don't feed them, we'll have lost everything? That we're through?
I'm through now, Mateo.
Oh, what does that mean?
It means that I am not going back to Sonora.
Miranda!
I can't, Lázaro.
Oh, why? Why? You leave her alone! Now answer me. Why aren't you going back?
Because Nick Barkley wants me to stay.
So that's it. He's in love with you. And you're in love with him. I'm sorry I lost my temper. Forgive me. And you, my friend, my apologies. I'm truly sorry. Miranda, you're making a mistake. Giving up everything you fought for so long.
But I have fought for my people, and they will go on fighting.
Oh, but without the Carlotta necklace, without money to buy food and guns, they will lose. Oh, Miranda, think. With that necklace, victory is assured. We can rule all of Sonora.
We, Mateo?
Yes, us, you and I, all of us in this room.
And who is to decide that?
We are. We've done the fighting. We deserve the reward.
Reward?
What would you do? Hand over Sonora to a mob of peasants?
No, I would let the people rule themselves.
Oh, Miranda. Open up your eyes. Look around. See what the world really is. Do you know what would happen? The haciendados, within a week, would get their ranchos back without it costing them 1 centavo.
And, how much would we charge them, Mateo?
We could get millions out of them.
Have you bought and sold revolutions before, or is this the first time? What is the matter with you? Don't you hear what he is saying?
Remember, Miranda? You asked me to pick those who would ride with us. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Oh, you don't disappoint me. You sicken me. And you make me despise myself for thinking I could ever love you. I really thought you were different. A man who fought with another people in another country because he believed in their fight. You are nothing more than a mercenary.
Get in here.
What, me?
And you're going to run an errand for me.
Where are you going, Nick?
Oh, I thought I'd go look for Miranda.
Well, that might be a long ride.
You think she's gone back to Mexico?
She came for the necklace. She didn't get it. She left. Now, what do you think?
I think we should have given her the necklace in the first place.
Oh, Nick.
She deserves it as much as Montea, maybe more. At least she's going to use it to feed some of the people that paid for it, which is more than I can say for Montea, keeping it in the safe. Yeah?
Senor Nick Barkley?
That's right.
I am Lázaro Basadas, Miranda's brother.
Oh, come on in, come on in. It's my mother.
Senora?
What can I do for you?
I am one of 5 men who came from Sonora with Miranda. The others are a gringo named Mateo Hollis and 3 other hombres that work with him.
What are you talking about?
Please, senor, let me explain. We have been holding Don Ramon Monteja in a shack about 10 kilometers from here.
Why?
Because of the Carlota necklace. This morning, Miranda came to us and told us to forget the necklace and to release Don Monteja. She also told us that you asked her not to return to Mexico.
Where is Miranda now?
Mateo is holding her hostage with Monteja. He would not do what Miranda asked. He sent me to tell you that if you do not deliver the necklace to him, Miranda and Monteja will be killed.
Where is the shack?
In a box canyon to the east.
That must be the old Roberts cabin. What are you going to do?
I'll have to get the marshal and some men and get Miranda and Montea out of there.
No, senor. There is only one narrow entrance to the canyon. Mateo could kill Miranda before you got near the shack.
He's right, Nick. That could be very dangerous.
Well, the next best thing to do is to get the necklace to this fella Hollis. Montea shouldn't complain too much. We're saving his life. Now, you tell this fella Hollis that I'll go into Stockton and get the necklace from the bank, and I'll meet him at the shack at 3 o'clock.
Gracias, senora. Gracias, senora.
Oh, senor. Think he's gone. Go on.
Come in.
Nick, I'm sorry.
It's all right. So you're Hollis. Where's Montea?
In there.
Bring him out here.
Get Montea. The necklace.
Sorry about this, Ramon.
I suppose there was nothing else you could do, Nick.
Well, come on, let's go.
Just a minute, Barkley. You don't know me, so I'll forgive you for thinking I'm a fool. But you could have men waiting outside the canyon.
I could have.
So you understand my problem. I have to get back to Mexico for this to do me any good.
Yes, you would have to do that.
So you're coming with me.
Mateo, don't.
You're my ticket to the border.
It's all right.
Get out, the rest of you. How many men have you got out there, Barkley?
Marshal and 3 deputies.
Is the marshal a friend of yours? I hope so, for your sake. Because if they try to take us, you're dead. Put this in my saddlebag and get our gear together. We're leaving.
Looks like Nick called it.
I wouldn't do that, amigo! Grab it! Drop those guns! Tell them! Los pistoles! Deja!
Nick, are you all right?
Yeah. What happened, Miranda? You were holding Montoya. You could have used him to get the necklace back. Why didn't you?
I don't know. I just couldn't. It's strange. All of my life I've been taught to hate the haciendados. I never thought one could teach me anything.
Well, I think maybe we're even. I never thought I could learn anything from a revolutionario. Rebel.
I do not know how to thank you, amigo. Is something wrong?
You're sure this is yours, Montoya?
But of course it is mine.
Not according to Miranda. She says it was bought by the people of Sonora and presented to the Empress Carlotta.
Certainly you do not believe her.
Yes, I do.
A rebel? A revolutionary? An anarchist?
Yes.
You mean you are going to turn it over to her?
No, I'm going to turn it over to the marshal here. And he's going to give it to the Mexican consul.
But it is mine.
That, I'm afraid, is your private little battle with the Mexican government.
I'll need a statement from you, Mr. Montoya. Come with me, please. I'll see you in town, Nick.
Let's go back to the house, shall we? What's the matter, Miranda?
I must go home.
Why? Why?
I have been thinking. I denounced Mateo for deceiving my people. But is that any worse than deserting them?
Well,
That is exactly what I would be doing if I stayed here. And the guilt that I would feel would be a wall between us.
Well, you don't have to go home right away. You could wait around a day or two.
No. No, I know if I do not go now, I will not go at all.